So today I'm at Anytime Fitness Notre Dame Est. I'm actually starting the project that I wanted to do for a long time is I want to practically use a different gym every day. So I like to drive around and go to different Anytime Fitnesses. I'm only going to do incline closed grip bench press today because my lower back and quads, knees, they need a break. My strength has been going up so quickly. I gotta let my body rest. So this is where you gotta be smart because you can easily sabotage. But because I've learned to just be grounded, still, and not rush any process, it's easy for me to back off when I need to back off. So let's start with the bar to see how it goes. I think it's gonna be a pretty good day, but I'm not gonna try to go for a single PR. I'm probably gonna go for a triple PR. So we'll see if I can do it. But yeah, we'll increase the weight gradually. So you guys will notice as I'm improving, I'm doing faster jumps. So I'm not starting with 25 after the bar. I go right away to 35 because my strength has gone up. So I can conserve energy by not doing too many warm-up sets. Good. All right, guys, so we have 150 pounds without the elbow sleeves. Nice. You know what's funny? I can feel the difference in power because I have the belt. I can tell the nuances. So it's interesting because before, when I did 35 and I didn't have the belt on, I felt less drive, but because I'm bracing so well, that's why it's nice when you take your time and you build your natural core strength. You can see the difference when you're using equipment. And then if you know how to use equipment and juggle it with raw, slightly equipped, oh wow, you are gonna be a savage. All right, we got 185. And then after, it's gonna be an attempt of a raw PR for this version of the incline closed grip bench press. Very nice. So the other thing I wanted to let you know is that this incline is not, I don't know if you can see it through the video, but it's a 45 degree. It's not 30 degree, which means it's even, the angle is more intense for the shoulders. So it's almost like I'm doing a shoulder press at that stage. So very demanding. So it's a whole different game. So that's why the weight you see me do here, it's not an actual incline. It's much harder than an incline. So we have 210 pounds for a single, no elbow sleeves. Up! Much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Very nice. I could have went for 3, but we'll leave that for the real PR. Well, this is an amazing PR. I never did that weight without elbow sleeves, and I felt pretty stable in my elbows too. And I'll be honest, today, my elbows are a bit fatigued, just a bit. Not crazy, but I can tell because, like I said, I had so many trainings. I'm not gonna get into details. You guys know I'm a crazy freak, but that's good news. It means that my control is above my expectations. So I'll take a good rest and then we'll go for the attempt of a PR for 3 reps. All right, guys, so we got 225 pounds. It's time to focus. Ooh! Up! 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 Very nice. 3rd rep, not easy. Even though it flowed, it's something. But that's crazy. That's like overhead pressing. Now I'll give you guys a little tip. When you're about to attempt a PR, because that's pretty crazy. I'm really starting to touch more serious weight. And what I can tell you is the tip I do before doing a PR is I let go of expectations. So that means Right before I go, it's like, just give your best shot. If you only get one rep, you only get one rep. If you don't even get a rep, it is what it is. You got the safety, you're not gonna die. And you take notes and you reassess. You look at maybe what you did wrong. And honestly, I'll tell you guys today, right now, this is fucking amazing. You know why? My body is not even at its optimal state to do SBD. This is why I'm skipping squat and deadlift. I'm only doing the incline close grip bench press. I'm not gonna do the high bar squat and the sumo because my body's dead. And like I said, even my elbows, they're not top, but they're in a good condition enough so I could still do this. But it shows that this is where you gotta see the little nuances and appreciate when you succeed at something, even when basically you didn't have the best conditions. So for me, that's like a double PR, because not only did I PR like because I never did that weight for 3 reps, but I had a handicap. I wasn't even at 100%. So when you understand that, you start chilling. You start being like, okay, maybe I'm too hard on myself. And look, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm the best at bullying myself. I'm a big self-bullier, but I can take it. You know, a lot of people are gonna say like, oh, don't do negative talk, right? Yes, you don't do negative talk when you can't handle it. But the other thing too I was gonna say is my talk is not negative for me. Another person, the same thing I say to myself sometimes, they would start crying. They would hide, they would never show their faces again, but they're just not mentally strong enough. Me, I'm a savage. I even have certain coaches. There's one coach, he actually like insulted me one time between a rep because I did a shitty rep, you know, I lost focus. And that actually made me do better. That's how I thrive. I thrive with like, you know, hard love. Not the, oh, like, okay, it's okay. Like that stuff doesn't work for me. And yeah, so it's just to say that, yes, I do a lot of self-bullying, but I'm also able to appreciate when nice things happen, and that's the balance. I dropped the weight to 205. We'll see if I can do 5 reps. Woo! Up! 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 Nice. That was Primal Beast Mode Go Gohan. And the last rep, I actually went even deeper because after the 4th rep, I was like, ooh, past the midpoint, I felt a little stickiness. So I was like, if I want to crush the 5th rep, you got to transform all the way. But it was good. Honestly, easier than the 225 times 3. And this is one thing I can tell you guys, because this movement is very intense. It's, like I said, it's almost like an overhead press. So because it's very intense, every increment of weight that you add, you will feel a big difference. This is why today I did not try to do 240 pounds. My PR on this is 235 for 1. I didn't try 240 because when I did 235 2 weeks ago, it wasn't easy. Like I did it, but I was like, oof, if I try 240 in 2 weeks, I don't think I'll be ready. Now, maybe I would have gone in today, but I don't care. I'd rather be safe and train smart. But the thing is, on the opposite, when you drop the weight, it's easier. That's why I knew I had 205 for 5, because when you decrease the weight, it gets much easier. Because like I said, every increment makes a difference. So keep in mind when you do exercise like that, even overhead press, that's even worse. Overhead press, you add just 0.5 pounds and it could shut you down. Now we're gonna do partials. We're done with the full range of motion work. It's plenty, that's enough. So we're gonna do partial work to overload the joints, and we're done. You see, there's 3 plates. Here at this Anytime Fitness, the height is like at 9. And I think I found the exact same level as if I was at Mascouche. So that's nice, even though it's not on the same rack. Because I'm so good at remembering. I have like a photographic memory, so like I know this position, it's the same as over there. But what I was gonna say is that you see, this would be a milestone for this specific setup. because I'm jumping from 2 plates to 315. I didn't show you guys the two plates, but I didn't do 225, 2 plate 25. So it's actually more challenging because I'm doing a bigger jump. So let's see if I can get it up with Primal Essence. Up! 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 Good. So you guys saw the first one, the angle wasn't nice. So I think I was pushing too much here, so it didn't get up. So I had to replace myself to actually go towards the back. So you see how much focus it requires? That's why the heavier you go, the least room for mistake you have. But it's okay, I have safeties and it's a partial. But it keeps me in check. So we're gonna add 10 pounds on each side to see if I can do it without elbow sleeves. All right guys, so we have 335. So we'll see if I can do it. Now I'm really aware I have to like focus towards that angle. All right, so let's see. Up! 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 Nice. You see, the mistake I did the last time is I think I started with the bar here. You gotta remember, because it's a partial, it's almost you have to think of yourself that you did the rep and now you're at that last portion that a lot of times people struggle. That's why my sticky point, I'm destroying it more and more. It's because I'm working specifically that portion. And yeah, the bar was too forward. So even though I thought of doing this, it made no sense. It's almost like I would press and I would be here. It makes no sense. Like I wouldn't be able to press like this. I press backwards. So that's why I struggled. You see, I did 3 reps with that one. And the other thing too is I'll make sure that the bar stays here, so I'm not gonna roll it. So I already know that it's at the right spot to do my partial. So I'll take a little break and I'll add the equipment and maybe I'll be able to do 365, we'll see. All right guys, so I'm gonna go for 1 with 355. Only 1, even if it's easy. And then I'll put 365 and we'll see how many reps I can do. But first, let's see if we can do this one. Up! It's not that easy. I mean, it went up easily, but like, I have to focus. So yeah, so we'll take a good 3-minute break. 3 plate 25, probably just 2 reps. I'm not gonna go for more than that because it's not a joke. Primal mode. If it's more than 1 rep, it's Primal Beast mode. Ooh! Up! 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 Nice. So you guys see, just because I laid out the screen before, it just stacked after when I do the other screens. It's insane. Because you guys saw the previous set where I did 355. No screen before, it was much harder. This one, it was like butter. So that's Gohan getting stronger. He's not slacking on his training anymore. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If yes, you can like. Maybe you can say in the comments what's your goal on the incline bench press, just a normal one, not close grip. You could be specific and say the incline close grip at 45 degrees too, if you have a specific goal for that too. And don't forget to subscribe like that, you won't miss the future videos. We're going hard, we're crushing this summer. Take care.